Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Ron. When I started my YouTube journey over 8 years ago, I thought that success was going to come a little easier than it actually has. So I thought, just like many of you, hit record, post consistently, and watch the views roll in. Well, didn't exactly happen that way. After 935 videos, a little over 15,000 subscribers, 3.5 million views to date, I'd like to think I've learned a few things. So in this video is 15 brutally honest but valuable lessons I wish someone had shared with me when I got started. And if you've never been here before, I run a channel that's part-time, not full-time. It's not my full-time job, so keep that in mind as well. Okay, let's jump right into this. First, your friends, your family, they're not going to care. They're not going to give a shit, and that's okay. So they'll say things like, oh, cool, and move on. Now, instead of seeking validation from them, what you want to do is find other creators who share your passion. They'll be the ones who truly understand the journey, and they'll keep you motivated along the way. Keep that one in mind. That's an important one. Okay, number 2 on my list. Think in terms of years. Yes, years, not months. YouTube is a long-term game. Think of it like a marathon, not a sprint to the finish line. Most people quit because they expect instant results, instant gratification, but real success happens over many, many years. If you're only thinking about the next few months, you're pretty much setting yourself up for a big disappointment. Okay, number 3 on my list. Every view matters. You never know who's watching your channel. I've seen tiny channels, smaller channels with only a few hundred views land massive, massive opportunities, whether it's a collaboration, a good brand deal, or unexpected recognition. One right person watching your videos could change everything. So never, ever forget that. Okay, number 4, pain is part of the process. Everyone loves a little pain, right? Not really. YouTube will make you feel like you're failing more often than you're actually succeeding, and that's normal. Every struggle is proof that you're growing. The ones who push through are the ones who eventually succeed. Perseverance is what's going to separate you from everybody else. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber, right? But not everyone's willing to put in the hours or the work. So put the effort in, put the work in, the results will pay off. Okay, number 5, and everybody should be able to relate to this one, okay? Stop wasting your time on haters. Anyone who has a successful channel, you're going to get trolls, you're going to get haters, you're going to get those negative comments. We've all seen them. You're just an easy target for those who have nothing good going on in their lives. Ignore them. Trolls and haters don't matter. Every second spent engaging with them in any way is stolen time from you creating valuable content. Just let it go. Okay, that brings us to number 6. Ego is the enemy. The moment I stopped worrying about competition and started seeking real feedback on my content improved. You're not in a race with anyone but yourself. Drop the ego and focus on bettering yourself. This applies to other areas of your life as well. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big gym rat. I'm at the gym all the time. So when I see someone struggling and they ask for advice, I don't just put it out there. I always tell them, don't worry about what your buddy's doing, what the other person's doing. Just work on being the best version of yourself. You can't worry about the other guy that's outlifting you or the other person that's out doing something that you can't do. Be the best version of yourself. That's all you can do. And if I'm perfectly honest, I think that concept is often a little harder for some of the younger viewers, depending on your age. Someone like 14, 15, 16, I think is going to have a harder time understanding that one. As you get older, it's going to make a lot more sense. So hang in there. Okay, sorry, I got a little sidetracked with that one. Number 7, big channels aren't always successful. Despite what you might think, some of the biggest channels are actually a mess behind the scenes. Millions of views don't always mean financial or even personal success. Focus on building a sustainable business model, not just chasing numbers. It's actually better to grow a business slowly so you can have a chance to ramp up than have a hugely successful business too quickly. Many people don't know how to scale up a business that grows too fast, and that has its own risks and pitfalls as well. Okay, number 8, this one's a big one too. Watch successful stories outside of your own YouTube niche. Whenever I feel stuck, I look at how other creators in completely different wheelhouses are doing their thing and have found success within their YouTube channel. Seeing how someone else overcomes struggles, even in a completely different industry, can be the motivation that keeps you going. Number 9, this is another big one. If your competitor's YouTube channel is growing faster, then clearly they're doing something right. It's easy to say, oh, my videos are better than theirs. Why are they growing faster than me? But your audience decides what's valuable, not you. Instead of being bitter, analyze what they're doing well and analyze and learn from that. Mr. Beast actually said this very, very well a few years ago. You want to take that quote, the algorithm doesn't like me, and replace it with the audience or my audience doesn't like me. Take a deep dive into your analytics in your YouTube stats and see what's really going on there. I mean, you're going to pull a lot of valuable data out of those analytics. Number 10, if people copy you, then you're probably doing something right. At some point, you might see other people either stealing your ideas, titles, thumbnails. That's okay. Don't let that get to you. Just remember that if people are mirroring or copying what you're doing, then you're probably doing something right. Sometimes the best ideas are just taking what's already out there, already on YouTube, and just tweaking it, putting your own spin on it, and making it even better or making it your own. That's okay. Number 11, taking a break from YouTube won't kill your channel. I used to be terrified that skipping uploads would destroy my momentum. It turns out that taking a break actually helps. How many times have you heard from larger YouTube channels that they're quitting, they're giving up, they're burnt out, right? Remember, if you have a decent YouTube channel and you have a decent amount of subscribers and viewers, they're still going to be there after you take a break from your channel. So your mental health is no joke. So always remember, take time for yourself. Take the time you need to get yourself and get your head in the right place. So when you come back to your channel, you're all motivated and ready to go or ready to keep going. Okay, number 12. Okay, almost there, a couple more. Don't try to be everywhere on social media. It's a big mistake, thinking you need to be on every social media platform, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, probably a bunch of other ones I didn't mention. If YouTube is your priority, go all in on that. Spreading yourself too thin means mediocre results everywhere else. Once your channel starts to grow and you want to take on more to reach other platforms, that's something that you can always do down the road as your business grows. Number 13, having a dedicated studio like this or a dedicated working area is what you want to do. Setting up your gear every time you have to film a video and then tearing it down is a lot of wasted man hours, right? If you have a dedicated area for your studio, then leaving your cameras, your mics, your lighting all set up can save you a ton of time. In the beginning, I was tearing up and putting down all my gear to record videos, and I was wasting so much time. So for that one, just remember that time is money. So you want to be as efficient as possible with your time. Being set up like this and ready to go, hit that record button, invaluable. 2 more. Number 14, schedule time for YouTube just like it's a real regular 9-to-5 job. If you don't make the time for YouTube, it won't happen. Treat your content creation like an actual job. Block out dedicated time every week for scripting, filming, editing, whatever you got to do. If you aren't prioritizing it, don't expect results. Okay, and number 15, this one's probably the most important of all of them. Your presenting skills matter more than you think. And I have to remind myself of this as well, because I'm guilty here too. Even if you have the best information in the world, but if your delivery is stiff, awkward, people aren't going to watch. I got to work on that every day. Always work on improving on your camera presence, confidence, keep the viewers engaged. And I put this one at the top of my list because, like I said, I'm always working on trying to deliver my content as professionally and as confidently as possible. Especially when you have very technical information. I do a lot of FPV and drone content on my channel. So delivering that information can sometimes be a little difficult, especially to keep people engaged. And I'll let you in on a little secret that I don't know if I've shared on here before. It's actually one of the reasons that I started this channel. I personally struggle with talking into the camera or speaking publicly, and I wanted to get better at it because it was just something that I always struggled with, and it bothered me. Okay, and here are my final thoughts. Growing a YouTube channel isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible. If I had known these 15, at a minimum, these 15 lessons, I could have saved myself probably a lot of frustration along the way. So with 935 videos under my belt to date, I can tell you this: persistence, smart strategies, and patience will get you further than talent alone. I don't think I'm a really talented guy, but I am persistent. So let me know if any one of these lessons hit home for you. Let me know in the comments down below. I always appreciate them. I read all of them, trust me. And that's it for now. I hope you got some value out of it. I'll see you soon. Take care.